Hey everyone. Okay, I totally forgot to switch things back to one person mode. So that will happen again when we, yep, when we go to the code. I was like, okay, I got here and I was like, okay, make sure to switch both Nightbot and Twitch back to the settings for today. But of course, I forgot the most important thing because that's what I do. And I even like looked at my OBS and I only checked the like start scene and I was like, okay, that looks good. Actually, I think my chat even is off. Let's see. Wait, I don't even know. Hold on. Hold on. Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna live update this. All right. Okay. Now I think it should be all right. Except all of my chat has disappeared. It's a great start to today. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Slightly Chill Vibes. Hello to Pranav. Pranav was fast. He was fast. Um, he got here even before I did. And hello to Gilliam. Welcome back into both of you. Uh, Today I have this. I like wanted to preserve how pretty this was before I like swirled it. Look at. I feel like that's like one of the things that I don't know. One of the things that I've like started to appreciate during quarantine of being like, oh, I can make pretty drinks myself too, or at least I was like, oh, so that's what ice can do. Cool. um, is it desynced today? Wait, the video is desynced today. Oh, like from the audio? I wonder why that would be. Because I don't. Okay. Because I don't think I would have messed around with like any of the video settings when I was doing the two-person version yesterday, or I mean for last week. Okay, I'm glad. Hello, welcome in, Blue Burger, and hello to Amar Mustafa. um, yeah. Oh, hello. Welcome in. Thank you for finding my stream, Abel been struck. I'm so happy you found me through a dance stream. That is like still one of my favorite. Well, I guess I enjoy every stream that I get to go on. I think I've gone on. Yeah, so I guess I also haven't been on that many streams. I've been on Dan's and I've been on Jason's, I think. Have I been on anyone else's? I can't quite remember. But yeah, that was a very fun stream. Dan's energy level is like next level. Oh, Twitch is having trouble with overseas bandwidth. Oh, awesome! 2 people doing D3 research. Well, welcome in, Amard. Thank you for finding me also. Speaking of, there's like a new, so D3, ooh, I keep meaning to shift this mic to that side, and I keep forgetting. Every time, like, I keep forgetting after every stream. I'm just like, it's meant to go that way. One of these days, I will fix it. Blue Burger's D3 is Diablo 3. So my husband has been watching a lot of chess videos, no doubt influenced by our watching Queen's Gambit a few months ago. I think back early December. It was good. We liked it a lot. But now he's like watching a lot of YouTubers like chess playthroughs. And so sometimes I'll overhear them say like D3, we're going to D3, and I'm like, and it takes me a second because I'm like, why is he watching something about D3? And then they're like, I'm like, oh, he's watching chess. But yeah. Oh, there was an awesome anime about Go. What was the anime? But what I was gonna say is that D3 is almost at its 10th birthday, so we're having a celebration event on February 17th. Let me see if I can pull up the details. Let's see. Ooh. There we go. So actually, here is the Twitter. Hikaru no Go. Huh. Wait, hold on. Let me, yeah, so I just sent the Twitter thread about the event. And here is the meetup event. Yeah, so there's, actually, it's quite exciting. Oh my god, I didn't realize it was 9 a.m. Oh no. Oh no. I don't do well in the mornings. But yeah, there's quite a few presentations, so it should be fun. Highly encourage you to attend because this is like the big D3 community event. And I think then I think we're going to announce a few things there too. But oh no. Hold on. I just accidentally, today is not starting off well. I just accidentally closed my chat. Hold on. Wait. I'm coming back to the chat. Ooh, there we go. Gilliam says that 9 a.m. event will skew your Mozilla graph to the left. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the first announcement. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, we were gonna look at Hikari no Go. Hikaru no Go. Hikaru ka Hikari? I guess it says Hikaru. Oh, this one's old. Wait, hold on. Let me change to desktop mode so you can see what I'm talking about. And now I'm gonna also, it's gonna take a bit. Wait. Ooh. Hold on. I need to come back to the right scene. Where is the scene that I'm looking for? Whoa. There we go. This is the scene that I'm looking for. Okay. No, it's 2001. That anime style is so old. That's like 20 years ago. That's exactly 20 years ago. Wow. That is, it's 20 years ago. I was a child. Okay, so the last housekeeping thing I have is that we are, our book is coming out. Our book, so my book with Nadi Bremer is coming out next Tuesday. Yes. Yes, thank you, Gilliam. And actually, I know that people have started, okay, Here's the thing. So our publisher has drop shipped the book to us so that we could get it before next Tuesday. And actually, before I forget, let me pull up the event. So here is the event itself. It will be at 10 a.m. next week on this channel. And we have some very special guests. I think it will be a fun time. And then we also have a limited number of signed copies that you can grab. And we have secret instructions for those, mostly because from a logistics perspective, we couldn't quite like have it, we couldn't get it listed on the normal like ordering page. So we just have like special instructions for how to get the signed copies. But yeah, man, getting those signed copies was a journey also. So basically, because there's a pandemic and there's two of us co-authoring this, so we basically obviously can't be in the same place to sign like all the books. So we figured out that the easiest way logistically was to sign these labels. I don't know what that is. Gremlin Weekend? Caminos? I don't know what that is. So we like signed these. Oh, let me show you in the bigger screen. We like signed these labels. So like Nadi bought it in Amsterdam. So Nadi's based in Amsterdam, or right outside of Amsterdam. So Nadi got it. So like she got the labels to her in the Netherlands. She signed it. She like mails it over to me. And that takes about like a week and a half. And then I sign it. And then I mail it to our publisher's printer in Canada. And I pay $68 to have it be overnighted there for like, and it was supposed to get there in like 2 days. It does not get there for like another 5 or 6 days. And so they're supposed to refund me my $68 because the $68 was like guaranteed supposed to get there in like 2 days, and it didn't. It was supposed to get there on like Monday or Tuesday, and it got there on Friday. So, and then our tracking wasn't updating. We thought it got lost in the mail, and then we were like, oh my God, are we gonna have to like restart this whole process again? And also we thought that like because we had started on it so early that the signed copies could get to people by the time we had our like launch live stream next Tuesday. But then because of this fiasco, I don't know, the signed copies might not get to people by the 9th. But we tried our best. And yeah, so these are supposed to go into the inside of the book, which again is not as good as if we were able to like sign directly into the book, but making do with what we can, because shipping 100 copies of that heavy ass book would have been like across the Atlantic. So can you imagine if we had to ship 100 copies of the book from Canada to the Netherlands, then to me, then back to the publisher so that they can distribute it? That would have been ridiculous. So this was like the the option that made a lot of sense. But I hope that people that do buy the signed copy don't mind the fact that we couldn't sign it directly into the book. It would have been nice if we could have. Anyways, that was a tangent to say we have signed copies. And then that was a tangent because the reason why I got into this story is because so our publisher drop shipped like 2 copies of the book to us so that it could get to us before our live stream next week. So it was supposed to get to me yesterday and Nadi today. So Nadi in the Netherlands has already gotten her book today. And my copy that was supposed to get here yesterday is in Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, so Um, I hope we get it. I hope I get it before, because I actually, there's like some logistics problems where I have to get it before Friday. So I hope it arrives before Friday. All of this is to say, I think there's things going on with our postal services right now. So, um, either that, actually, it might not be things happening with USPS. I think there's just things going on with FedEx. I don't think FedEx is handling all of this very well. um, oh, ooh, Abel says, this is so cool. What the heck? I am guessing this is about the book or the signed copies of the book. But yeah, I'm very excited about it. So Nadi sent me some photos of the book, and it is beautiful. I think we were talking about how like both of us actually were feeling really anxious. Like we didn't realize, but both of us were like feeling really anxious about the book. And we were like, oh, what if people buy it and then hate it? Like, what if, like, what if we disappoint them? And I think both of us were like feeling really anxious about it. I think I was like so stressed. I like had, because I think I was so stressed Sunday night, because I think Monday we were gonna go live with the, basically this like celebration live stream. So like this whole thing, we were gonna go live with it on Monday morning. And I think the night before, I was just so anxious about the whole thing, that I couldn't sleep until 4:30 a.m. And I think I'm going to feel so much better about it. I think once I get it in my hands and I can see it and be like, okay, we did a good job. Because I maybe would one day get into details of like how difficult it was to get this out the way we wanted. And the the things that we went through, and maybe this is things that every author goes through, I don't know, but I feel like we just like had to fight so much to get oh wait, I just realized I'm not showing you any of the websites. Sorry. Here's the website, and then here's the live stream. So yeah, we had to, there was like so many points in the last 2 years where we were like, where we had conversations like, as of right now, like the design of this book is maybe like a C minus, and like we need to get it up to at least like, a B plus or an A. And then we like hired a design agency. And then I think the first round we were like, okay, we're like pretty happy with this. It's like much better than, what we got back at first. So it went up from like this is probably like a C minus, jumped up to a B plus. Like the first round of what we got back from the design agency, we were like, this is probably B plus A minus range. And then we were so exhausted by like kind of, all of the rounds of design feedback that we were like, is it worth getting it to like A plus? We're so proud of this that we can push for it. And we were like, maybe like there are some battles that just like are not worth fighting. But I think we just like kept on pushing, because at every point that we're like, maybe we can just like be okay with this like A minus version. And then some part of us were like, no, if we're gonna put our names on this, like it has to be that like it's A plus in our minds, and like we're so proud of it and we don't feel bad pushing it at all, because it's like $50. And so I'm so glad that we did. Like, and I think the $50 is fully justified. With like, we got like some great quality paper. Like the colors that got printed on it is like so vibrant and beautiful. I don't know. I'm just very excited to kind of like have it in my hands and then share it with y'all next Tuesday. I keep having to be like, when is it? But I think by next Tuesday, I think some people should have it in their hands. I don't know exactly like when, like, I think people are supposed to get it around the 9th. So like you might get it a few days before, you might get it like a few days after, depending on where you are in the world. Um, ooh, ooh, I need to catch up on the chat. Let's see. Hello, CDRH1. Yeah, so idea of a random statistics, and then graphically represent it in some way. Yeah. Gilliam, I feel called out. Especially if you don't, yes, especially if you don't mind scrapping your idea if you realize it wasn't the best approach. Yeah, this happens to me all the time. I scrap ideas all the time because I realize it's not the best approach of visualizing. Oh yeah. Yeah. I foresaw your question about including the event link. This is what I was saying, that like I prepared beforehand for this stream and added all of the right things to Nightbot and updated Twitch. And then I forgot the most important part, which was to update my OBS. So I did do the event link. So CDRH1, I am super happy that you have like an exact project that you want to do, because I think that's like a great place to start. I'm just trying to keep this stream about the projects that I'm working on and not necessarily about other people's projects. And I think these are the kinds of things that I keep mentioning this. I just haven't had the time to set it up. I'm hoping that once like I get this book out of the door, that I'll have time to like set up the things I've been talking about. But I do intend to have an office hours stream for my subscribers where we can talk about these kinds of things of like, you have projects that you're interested in pursuing, let's brainstorm it together. So that's hopefully coming in the next month. And I hope if you do have that kind of question still, that you'll join the office hours instead of here. And I do intend to kind of like put that in another like Nightbot kind of COC ish thing, so that anyways, I also have a Discord that's coming, and originally I was going to make a Discord for this stream, but actually it felt a little bit excessive to have a whole separate Discord for just, you know, my one stream. So what I've decided to do instead is I'm partnering up with, or is partnering up the right word? I am joining my studio mates Discord. So I have really awesome studio mates that are extremely like creative. They don't do data visualization, but they're like designers and illustrators and creative coders, and so they are starting a Discord called Creative Cuties, which I think is really cute. And within there's going to be like a lot of different communities. So there's going to be like communities for, you know, art and illustration, and there's going to be like communities for hardware. There's going to be communities for like, you know, DIY crafts. And one of the communities is going to be dataviz and data art. And so I think for the Discord, once they announce it, maybe in, I think 2 weeks, then I'll start putting the link in here, and then we can all hang out in the dataviz community channel part of the Discord. And I'll also within there have like an announcement channel, so that you can like subscribe to that, and that way I can you know, then I can be like, you know, today I'm going to be working on blah, or like, you know, today is going to be this kind of stream, or today unfortunately I have to cancel because something came up in life, and so that's going to be the Discord on that we're going to announce in a week or two, and hopefully you'll also enjoy the other parts of the Discord too, and maybe you'll like join the other communities. I'm really excited. I really like the Discord, and I think it's a really great place. Obviously, like, you know, it has a very robust code of conduct. So like when you join, please be like respectful and kind to everyone. Yeah, I'm very, very excited about the community that my studio mates are kind of building. Ooh. So many great answers. Thank you for answering, Pranav and Gilliam. Yay, Discord. Oh, hello, new this. Welcome back in. And yeah, thank you for being understanding, CDRH1. CDRH1. Actually, that rolls off pretty easily. I was going to ask if there's like a way that I should be pronouncing your handle. Okay, so let's get into today. Because I think that was my like housekeeping announcements. Eventually I should also, update my Discord command. Ooh. Oh man. I really like that emote. Another thing that's on my list of to-dos after this book comes out, oh my god, is update my emotes. Emotes, Discord, COC. Those are the things. And move this mic that way. Okay, so I think today is the day where we're gonna be really close, coming really close. So I think the last time we worked on this, so this data set is the voting problems on election day. The last time we worked on this, I think we did, we were able to do a lot of these interactions. I think we were able to finish these interactions without creating any bugs, right? I can't remember. I don't know if anyone in the chat can remember, so it's been a while. I think we got it. And so what we wanted to do today was we wanted to clean this up, because essentially this kind of, right now I have this in a kind of like a modified B-swarm, and it actually is not 100% accurate the way the positions are being calculated. So I want to change it to a histogram instead. And actually, let me make sure that, let's go through all of the checklist. So filter, bar chart filter for states. Yeah. Okay. So, because this one, it's not, it does the job. I don't know. I don't know if we want like a bar chart plus brush filter. I think that's too much work and not enough gain. I feel like, yeah, I think what I have now is okay. It's not the best, but I think it does the job. Bringing animations back in. Oh. Okay, so like if I do this, then, oh, I hit a bug. But if I filter anything, then I want it to animate in or out. Okay, that's pretty low on my priority list. Sorry, I'm going through this because it's been like 2 weeks or so since we worked on this. Oh, we have to add in legends. Okay. Good thing I have this to-do list. Color to voting problem. Okay, sort dots vertically by color. Good call. Better color scheme. Good call. Axes I'm all right with. Add national IQR. Median is not updating. Oh, that's right. Okay, for some reason this is not updating whenever I do the filter. Okay, so, well, hold on. That's because, okay. Yeah, this median number, yeah, this axis thing is not updating correctly. So we need to fix that sometime. brain pattern by... Oh, okay. Show breakdown of voting problem types. On hover. Okay. Show only the issues for the pie slice that's selected. Also show what the problem type is. Okay. So, the big thing for today is refactoring this to be a histogram. And then we have like a lot of small bugs to fix, which I might just try and find some time offline to like fix them. Okay. Let's do this. It's not the best, but it will do. Is my life motto. Actually, it's the motto I'm trying to adopt, because I am kind of really obsessive, and I will obsessively work on something until I feel like it's perfect. I'm trying to let go of that because it's not healthy and it means that my projects drag on. So I'm trying to be like, it's not the best, but it will do. Ooh, hello, Mr. Ducky. Welcome back in. Good resources for understanding and styling the axes. Not off the top of my head. So I think so I made the axes myself. But ooh, yes. Thank you, Holonia, this. So the most important thing, this is great. The most important thing to remember about a D3 axis is that underneath the hood, it's being constructed with SVG elements. Or I don't know if you could probably do it with canvas too, but underneath the hood, all D3 is doing is creating these shapes for you with SVG or canvas, most likely SVG. And so if you actually open this up, like if you inspect element on the axes, underneath the hood, it's a path, and then it's a group of line and texts. And that's essentially what they are, which means that once you've like called the axis, and had these created, you can manipulate them like any other SVG elements. So yeah, I think that's the most important thing to remember. I don't know actually if here they show any of that, but there's also some examples if you Google around of people like creating the axes, and after they create it, they'll like maybe they'll remove the path, or there's some where if you want the tick to go all the way across the chart, then you give it, very interesting, you give it a negative tick size. Negative tick size, a negative, and then it's like the size of your canvas. Or like it's like negative width or negative height, and that's how you get your tick to go all the way across your chart. So there's like plenty of examples like that out there. I think it's just like a Google, just like I don't have any specific examples off my head, top of my head. I think it just you gotta creatively Google. Okay. Let's do this histogram thing. So I actually feel like I've made this notebook so big that I think I'm gonna fork it again. Just to, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for gifting a sub. Based Ninja. Thank you. Okay, so let's fork again. And let's call this archived again. All right, so just like what hold on. Just like what Gillian was saying earlier, this is my attempt number 3 at this visualization. So much let's put it here. Sometimes I do much scrapping. And then let's put you, where are you? Yeah, okay, let's put you up here. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. All right, so what we want to do is we want to change the calculation for the layout. So the calculation for layout is somewhere down. Where is it? For rendering. These mysterious names that don't make sense. Okay, so this is the for rendering, and then I started with scales. I have the radius scale. Oh, thank you so much, Face Ninja. Technology fanatic here. Gotta support the streamers. Very much appreciate your support. Oh yeah, Abel. I use Illustrator. I have been trying to use more Illustrator for this particular project, actually. So this particular project, I'm actually trying to make it static visualizations, and so I finished my annotations and stuff in Illustrator. And actually, I have plans to create the legend for this visualization in Illustrator. Whoa! Yes, please share. LKNSI? Oh, Kinsey? Oh, Kinsey? So, ooh, nice. This is the sentiment analysis on Wall Street bets. Wait, do you want to tell us a little bit about it? Okay. Oh no, this is gonna, wait, hold on, positive and then negative. Interesting. Ooh. I'm curious as to see, because I thought sentiment analysis would make things, the positive things, like, I'm surprised that the negative isn't going down. Like, did you purposefully, like, I can kind of so my first thought was that it'd be interesting from a visual perspective to put the negative things as like going down, but if you're trying to compare the magnitude of both, it makes sense that you've overlapped them on top of each other. Okay, let's see. Yeah, very cool indeed. I agree. Exclude a list of 5 amazing Wall Street bets words. I'm a little bit confused. But let's see. I have, this is like almost making me want to go on a tangent about Wall Street bets and GameStop and Robinhood. I will not go on that tangent. I have a lot of thoughts. I actually studied business in college, and my concentration was finance. And I interned at a investment bank in the valuations arm. And there's a very big reason why I am not doing that, why I'm not doing that, and or why I didn't continue to do that after college, and why, just from like a moral standpoint, I really don't like the stock market. I have many thoughts. Thank you so much. Is it an I or an L? Kinsey or Elkinsey. But yeah, thank you for sharing the visual. Oh, that's what you were saying before. Okay, I was confused as to why you were saying Linksy. I was like, is that part of the visualization also? Linksy, got it. Thank you for sharing, Linksy. Oh, hello, welcome in, Suriki. Yeah, I'm glad you were able to find this stream. Okay, let's get to the code. I am now currently trying to remember my code from 2 weeks to a month before. So this should be interesting. And I am going to refactor this, which is currently calculating the layout for this. And we're going to refactor it to calculate a histogram instead. So this should be interesting. Radius scale, we want to keep. Color scale, we're creating pies. That we want to keep. Formatting time, the different dimensions, we want to keep that. Okay, why are we, okay. Calculating the national min, max, median. And then the subset median, okay. And then we have the X scale. So actually, let me try and remember. So I think D3 histogram is under the array. D3 array? D3 collections? Axes. Where is object.assign? Oh, does it not? Oh, bins. There we go. D3.bin. And then let's see. D3.bin. Thank you, Base Ninja. Thanks for joining. Yeah, indeed. Thank you, Linksy, for sharing. Okay. Interesting that all of the observable ones are now coming up. And the D3... Why is D3 bin no longer coming up? Like the API for D3 bin. Did it get removed? I thought it was under D3 collections. I cannot keep up to date with the releases. Changes from releases. .bin. Okay, oh, there is a histograms. Okay. All right, so if we want to do bin, so what bin will do is it will... So the reason why we want to do a histogram is because our x-axis are, it's quantitative. So it's a, our x-axis is all quantitative. So we want to calculate buckets to put all of our data points into. And so D3 bin is going to do that for us. Is it just me where I can't hear the music anymore? Oh, there is no music. What happened to the music? Huh. Alright, let's start from... What happened? What happened to my music? Oh no, my Spotify is freaking out. I am not a hacker. Ooh, that question has a very long answer, Sariki. I studied... Oh, is it because I mentioned earlier that I studied business in undergrad? So I studied business in undergrad with a minor in computer science. So I took 3 semesters of computer science classes, and that's how I learned how to code. And then everything else I learned on the job or through personal projects. Yeah, so yeah, I guess what I did not mention was that my minor was in computer science. Oh yeah, thank you. I think it's just I've always been interested in computer science. So I started taking, when I was studying in business, I started taking computer science classes for fun. And then I ended up liking them so much more than my business classes. And that's how I ended up graduating and getting a software engineering job. Yeah, because I did my junior year internship was at an investment bank. And that was the summer I realized that finance was not for me. No assembly. Okay. Let's see. Trying to figure out what this thresholds is. To the specific function or array and returns the bin generator. Okay, I don't think I need this. So the very first thing I need to do is on top of and then format the median number, translate data to screen space. So somewhere around here, let me also create bin for histogram layout. And so let's do that. Let's call it a bin generator, d3.bin. And then I think this one says just thresholds. Wait, I lost the, oh, there we go. It was in D3 array. I did remember that correctly. But for some reason, Google is now not giving me back the documentation in the search results as much. They're all giving me back like observable notebooks. Okay, so .domain sets the domain accessor to the specified function. Okay, I think we want that. Actually, yeah. Okay, so we created the generator, and now where we're setting the domain, I think we probably want to also set bin generator.domain, use the xscale domain, and so that way when it's generating each of the bins for the histogram, it knows to do it within the bounds of the xscale that we set up in the xscale. And then now we're calculating the dots. Okay, so these are the dots and for hovering, and then I have the x scale and y scale here. Okay, trying to remember, probably have an accessor. Dot value sets the value accessor, perfect. Because let me remember. All right, so dots, I'm using this grouped by fips array. So let's, so let's see. Okay, so this is what our data set looks like. So, okay, so I want to group by so for this particular one, my value accessor is the key, I think. Yeah. So these keys are like one of these accessors. And then I think I should be able to pass in this grouped by dots. And actually, let me actually comment all of these out, because this is the part where I'm calculating the original layout positions, and so that part will probably get refactored. So actually, let's say dots is equal to that. Let me see what dots now become. Ooh, nice, nice. So actually now it's been binned. Perfect. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of different people coming in from different backgrounds. I think that's one of the reasons why I love computer science so much, because I feel like, I mean, there are there are certainly like gatekeepy aspects to this industry, but I think the fact that you can kind of pick it up from any background is really, really cool. And like companies will hire you even if you don't have a computer science degree. I think that's also really cool, um, because I think fundamentally like coding is just another way of thinking about the world, and I think that's really cool. So um, yeah, there's like a lot of people I know that started coding, and they worked in some other industry and then they decided to pick it up. There's actually like in data visualization in particular, there's like a lot of people coming from like architecture, which I think is really cool. Bio, because of like I think the especially like if they're working in bioinformatics, is that the correct word? There's a lot of people that come from there. I know like a few like astronomers. Anywhere that has like large data sets, I feel like that's what attracts people to dataviz. I think it's super cool. Mm-hmm. Totally agree. There's like always transferable skills. Ooh, yeah, Sariki. Urban planning is so cool. I can totally see why you'd be interested in data. Oh yeah. Yeah, honestly, it's really fun. And I think, especially in like dataviz, like especially in data analysis and dataviz, I think having different backgrounds is so helpful, because it means that, especially if you like having a different background, I feel like lets you contribute so much to the conversation, because I think it's a different way of approaching and looking at the data. And I think that's true like more broadly in computer science too, of having a different background, I think gives you a different perspective on whatever you're building. So, oh yeah, that totally makes sense, Ricky. I think starting to code by yourself would be really hard. Because like I said, I think it's definitely doable, but I think because it's such a shift from how we grow up thinking, if that makes sense, like the way that we think about code, is like it's a very specific way of thinking that's like a pretty, I feel like when I first learned computer science, it felt like an almost 180-degree like shift from how I normally thought, and I loved it. But I can totally see that trying to pick that up on your own without any guidance would be extremely hard. And I think I would agree that doing a course, just like, I think even at the beginning, just having some sort of like instruction would be really helpful. Ooh, cool. Fractal Game Dream. Welcome back in. Bioinformatics, that was my training. Huge data sets from next generation sequencing. So cool. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like so many different like backgrounds. So cool. Yeah, definitely Marie 5. I'm glad we're on the same wavelength, Marie 5. But yeah, I think that's one of the funnest parts about coding. The fact that you get to learn a new way of thinking, and like a new way of interacting with the world, I think. That's one of my favorite parts. Ooh. Oh, welcome in, Matt Jax 12. Cool that you're learning mathematical data analysis and visualization. Can I ask where you're learning it from? Oh, awesome. Yes, please. Please share it. Oh, I have heard mixed reviews about W3 schools, so that might also be why. But definitely, I think, like maybe like an online course, like a structured course. I don't know. I've never seen things from W3 schools, so. Um, oh, cool! At Colby College in my second year. So cool to see more and more like institutions start a data analysis or data viz class. That's so cool. Ooh, awesome. Oh, this is so helpful. Thank you so much for sharing it, Marie 5. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, yeah, I agree. Um, Writing code poems. The math is indeed super interesting. And I agree. Like learning how to think about data, I think these days is a very valuable skill. And it's definitely transferable to like many different skills. Whenever I talk to a client, the interaction is I kind of say, hey, I don't have any domain expertise in the project that you're bringing in. My domain expertise is in data and how to think about and communicate data. But I'm super excited to learn about your domain with you and but I'm like relying on you for that domain expertise. But I just love the fact that I get to learn about so many different fields because of the fact that I work with data. Colby and Rue. What's Rue? Is Rue another college? Oh, I'm so glad it came up in your recommendation. Thanks for clicking on it. Well, one, I'm glad it came up in your recommendation, and two, I'm glad that you clicked and joined. Okay, let's do this for a bit. Okay, so we actually got to a point where so D3 bin helped us group the our data. Ooh, look at that. Oh, okay. Yeah, it helped us group the data. And if you look at the structure, what it looks like is it's an array, and it will tell us an x0 and an x1. And so that should mean, okay. So what that means is that's the start and end of our bin. So now that we have that, we should be able to go and position our dots. So actually, let's call this our bins. And let's go and create our dots. So let's try and remember. Actually, now that I have that, do I need to remember previous dot positions? Probably yes yeah. I need to remember previous dot positions if I want to do animation again. So I'll leave that in here for now. So let's go through each of the bins to start with. Okay, so the bin is structured as an array, and also I can get the x0 and x1. Okay, let's just call it bin. Okay, so it seems like for each dot, I also want the R, the label, the pies, metadata for hovering. Okay, so that means what I want to do is, okay, so each of these, so I'm currently looping through each of these, and then within that I have the actual dots that I want to loop through. So let's go and do that. So, oh no, I want to call this, yeah, okay, dot. Let me just call this a D, return. And let's just start with let's bring over some, well no, let's just start with the x and y for now. So the x is, okay, so the x position is the, I want to do x scale, no, yeah, I want to do the x scale of bin 0, yeah, bin 0 plus, or x0, x1. So basically I'm trying to find the midpoint of those, and that should be the x for everyone. So I'm trying to find the x position of the bin, and then so for each bin calculate x position, because each bin is going to go up like this, and then for each dot in the bin, calculate their y position. And so to calculate their y position, I actually need their radius first, because then I want to have them go up. And actually, eventually, I probably want to sort them by their how big they are. Do I want to sort by how? Yeah, let's sort by how big they are. Ooh, such great conversation going on. Oh, awesome. New offshoot of Northeastern in Portland. Focused on data machine learning XR. Awesome. Oh my god, Mad Jax. Story of my life. Oh yeah, thanks for linking that, Pranav. The resources for learning data visualizations. Yeah, Mad Jack's story of my life. I went into college being like, I'm gonna study business, and I honestly think it was because my dad is a research scientist and my mom is a nurse, and growing up, I had did so much math and science because of their influence. And then by the end of high school, I was like, I am so tired of my math and science classes. I don't want to do it ever again. So I'm going to do the thing that's completely opposite from that. Study business. And then by junior year, I was like, I don't think I like this. And I started taking CS classes, and I'm like, oh my God, I love this so much. I was like, I love my CS classes much more than my business classes. And then when I told my roommate at the time, who knew me since high school, that I was gonna do a CS minor, and actually, or no, at the time I wanted to do a CS double major. And then she was like, yeah, none of us are surprised. We were more wondering why you went into business in the first place, because we just knew you were gonna end up here, back here anyways. I was like, oh, fair enough. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, I want to sort them from the largest, because I want the largest to be at the very bottom. Ah, crap. Okay, so that means I need to know. Okay, hold on. I want the largest to be at the very bottom, so that can start off as 0, and then I'll just keep adding them up. Okay, so yeah. So then I want to sort descending with the radius. So here is my radius and the y. So let's remember the x and then y, and then actually and also start the y position at 0. Y is equal to 0. Oh, let y equal to 0. And then, let's see. I'm going to call this moving y. And then y is equal to minus equal to r, 2r, actually 2 times r. So they're going to stack up. And then moving y, oh, actually, no. So moving y oh wait, const y is equal to that, and the moving y is the one that will, keep moving up. 2 times r and the r. So let's see what that looks like now. Cool. Okay, so we have the x, and then perfect. Wait. So 0. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. The y I wanted to be. Oh, okay. Hold on. Moving y is equal to, minus equals r, and then let's set the y to be in the middle and then subtract the, okay, I think this is the right positioning. Ooh, Sariki, oh my god, 6 a.m. Where is that? Is that in Asia? Thank you so much for joining, Sariki. Great question, Abel. How often am I doing things locally versus on Observable? Usually I do all of my prototyping, like my data exploration and like design prototyping in Observable, and then I bring it into like my local web environment or local dev environment to finish it up if I'm trying to deploy to the web. But for this particular project, because I'm trying to export it statically to like post onto Instagram, I'm doing most of the coding in Observable. Like I'm doing the data exploration, design prototype, and as much of the code as I need to or can in Observable. And then I export it to Illustrator to finish with the annotations. Oh man, Majax, all of your family is in medicine. Dang. Oh, what are you trying to double? Is it trying to double econ and CS? Is it worth it? I think that really depends on you and how much you like. Like, I don't think I'm qualified to give any sort of like career advice on this. But I think it really depends on you and how much you enjoy it. I think it depends on a lot of things. Like it depends on if you can, finish a double major in the amount of time you like to, if, make sure that it doesn't burn you out. But if it's both things that you like, then I think it's really good to do both. But I personally am of the opinion that, I think, I don't know if this is controversial, but But I'm personally of the opinion that you should do the double major, or like do the degrees that you enjoy, because I feel like these days a lot, especially in CS, I think people hire people people I think people are lean more towards, so I think companies lean more towards people that enjoy what they do, at least from my observation in software. And so I think back in college, I thought that it would be much more impressive to have a double major on my resume. But honestly, like, I don't think people care about your resume, or sorry, I don't think people care about what you studied in college after your first job. And after your first job, it really is dependent on your past, like previous employment experience, or previous work experience. So I feel like whatever you do in college helps get you your first job, but after that, it doesn't really matter that much anymore. Again, as far as I know, in like the software industry, and so like because of that, I feel like if you're going to spend 4 years doing something, I feel like you should do what you enjoy. And if you enjoy both classes, if you enjoy both econ and CS, then I think you should definitely go for the double, as long as it doesn't put anything else in jeopardy. But if you're just like kind of forcing yourself to do like one of them because you think it might look good in a resume or anything like that, then I personally am of the opinion that you would like have a much better time if you don't do, let's say like it's the econ that you're just forcing yourself to do, then I personally think it's better if you just don't do the econ and maybe spend that time like working on things that like you actually, or like learning things that you actually really enjoy, or yeah, that's my personal unqualified advice. Oh, awesome. Next time you join, please tell us where in Southeast Asia you're from, Sriki. Actually, he's probably left by now, or they probably left by now. No, I have oh, hello. Welcome in, Simon on Demand. I think Australia is only like 3 hours behind me, I think. No. Yeah. New Zealand is 3 hours behind me? I have no idea. No, I have not tried Julia for dataviz. But I've heard of it and I can't quite remember what that is. Oh yeah, so the Notion list is for myself to keep track of what I still need to do. It's basically my cheap version of like a GitHub issues. Because I come back to this project like so infrequently now, this particular project, that I think it's really helpful to have just like this list of things that I need to like check back in and be like, oh, this is my to-do list. Oh, Murray 5. I just have one monitor and then I'm reading your chats off of my laptop. So, I think my monitor is a Dell something. I don't actually know what my monitor is. That's my main monitor, and then that's just my laptop. That's fair, Matt Jax. I don't know enough about like majors that I didn't major in. But I know that like I think a lot of math majors end up like in CS, like in software or in like data science. I mean, like at the end of the day, I feel like in college what you're learning isn't necessarily like the transferable skill in college isn't necessarily exactly what you learned in class, but like I think the most important part is what I think for a lot of like math and CS, and for a lot of it is like how to problem solve. So in that sense, again, unqualified advice. In that sense, I feel like, I don't know. I think that if I had the opportunity to redo my college, I think I would obsess less about what I think would look good on a resume and go more towards just the classes that I find interesting or fascinating. And that also means that I think I would obsess less about trying to double major or like exactly what my majors are, because I think I obsessed with that a little too much of being like, oh, this is what will look impressive on my resume to help me get a job. And instead, I think I would just, if I was to do it again, I would just take the classes that I think sound really interesting, even if that meant that it was outside of like my majors and like I wouldn't be able to get another major or something like that. Yeah, I think hindsight. I think that's what I do. I think I was too concentrated on padding my resume. Yeah. Oh, I see. You're leaning towards a math and CS double. That's cool. Ooh, Abel. That is intense. I wonder what you're currently already doubling in. Oh, I see, Simon. That'd be cool. A website would do XYZ. That'd be a cool website. Yeah. I wonder if, I guess like the closest thing to that would be like Kaggle, right? That's like the data science, like kind of like a competition website. Awesome, Woolsock. That's really cool. Neuroscience undergrad. That is so intense. But I can totally see how you would now be in like data science and statistics. Honestly, yeah. I think one of the things that if I go back, I wish I knew as a college student is like what you major in really does not matter. Well, to a certain degree. I think there are careers where it does really matter. But at least in the industry that I ended up in, it really does not matter. And that I should have just gone for whatever I thought was interesting. That's probably my biggest regret. But then I think at the same time, I wouldn't have like kind of ended up where I am right now without the meandering that I did. And I think that no matter how much I didn't quite enjoy going to business school or studying business undergrad, I think that it was extremely helpful. It's extremely helpful to have that background, especially like kind of being off on my own and freelancing. I think it's extremely helpful to have that business background. Yeah, of course, Matt. Here anytime for unqualified advice. I feel like our parents often have such good advice and we're just like, no, I'm not gonna listen to you because you're like my mom or my dad and I don't. It's a weird, like I have a weird rebellion thing where I'm like, I think my parents were also like, you should. They were like, why are you studying? They were very supportive. They were like, it's your decision, so we respect you and we'll support you through it. But they're like, we don't understand why you want to study business now. You should study like a science or engineering for your undergrad and then go get an MBA. And I'm like, no, I'm going to do things my way. And then in retrospect, I'm like, they were quite right. And I will never admit that. Yeah, I don't know why when it's like coming from my parents, I just like have a hard time taking their advice. Really? Is neuro really soul sucking? I didn't know that. Ooh. Hello, old Dadu. Dado. Yes, I am very aware of what time France is at because Gilliam is also. I have a lot of people from Europe in my stream, which is really cool. But I am very aware of what time it is for y'all, and I feel really bad. I'm aware because I feel bad. Yeah, totally agree. Woosok, you're much more willing to put in work on something you want to do. Awesome. Thanks for sharing your story, Lloyd Christmas. Oh yeah, no worries. Pray for Devin. Thanks for being like so understanding. I think in general, I'm happy to take questions about the project I'm currently working on. Like if it's a related programming question about like what I'm currently working on. Like earlier, we had a question about axes. I'm happy to answer those. And apparently, I'm also happy to get distracted by life questions. I'm trying really hard to like keep this more programming focused, but I do very much have a soft spot for like, yeah, like college and career questions. But yeah, for like technical questions, like JavaScript questions and stuff, I'm trying to keep it focused on like dataviz and specifically the project I'm currently working on. But yeah, Lloyd Christmas, that's such an inspiring story. Thank you for sharing it with us. Half the CS majors I know are doing either a math major or minor. Is that like when like in our business school, majority of people double majored business and econ. I guess I wonder if it's like that. Ooh, what an interesting question. Odadu asks, after your first job, like extend what you were saying to after your first job, you'll be stuck in the environment you worked during this first job. I don't think that's necessarily true. I would love to hear from the rest of chat on that particular thought, but I don't think that's necessarily true. I've known plenty of people that, I know people that, are lifers at their company. And that's where they want to stay and they happily want to stay. But I don't think that anybody's, at least in software, I don't think anybody's like stuck in an environment. I think they stay if they like it. And I think I also know a lot of people that like, have kind of switched into CS. So I wouldn't say that, at least in software, I wouldn't say, I would say that it's rare for me to hear that someone's stuck somewhere in like the software industry and they can't switch into something else. It's probably more common in other industries, I'm guessing. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of like freedom to move around in software. Oh my God, Abel, that is so intense. Civil engineering and communication. That is so intense. That is really cool. Your mom is wise, Matt Jax. Get an MBA if you ever need it. Yep, that's basically me. I know you're right, but I wanted to learn that by myself and I won't admit it, so I'll just do something else. Oh man, MD PhDs are so intense. Oh man, yeah. I have a good number of doctor friends and I just cannot imagine what they do. I don't think I can. They have just the amount of patience, or not patience, patience and perseverance that they have is like, I respect so much. I do not have the amount of work ethic that is. But yeah, thanks for letting me get back to my work. I will get back to my work now. Oh, thanks for popping in, Rachel. Yeah, I was wondering where you were today. I'm so glad that you were able to pop in. I'm sorry your Wi-Fi isn't doing that well. Gilliam always coming in with the better answers. to these like CS and dev questions. Oh, MD PhD is it's doctor in medicine. It's the MD, like medicine, doctor in medicine plus a PhD. It's so intense. Two of my friends did that. Two of my friends did that, and she just graduated. She I think it took her, must have been 7 years to do her MD PhD. Yeah, she just started her residency. So intense. But I mean, like, that's really impressive though, to do it in 7 years, 7 or 8 years, because a regular MD is 4 years and a regular PhD is like 5 years. So to have done it in 7 years is like really impressive. Oh, hello, Impossible Fig. I feel like you've dropped into the chat before, but thank you for being a long time lurker. Sorry, that sounds weird. That's a great question. I'm also trying to. I would love to know the answer of that too. How do you get out of a funk? I think these days I try to embrace the fun. Like, I try to embrace it if I'm not like motivated to work on something, and I go work on something else. Yeah, I think I try to like not force myself to do anything that I don't want to, because then I end up like dragging my feet anyways. And I often find that wait, I did? Oh, time to change it up. Oh, being in the funk. Ooh, my first 2021 stream. Was that about how I feel about dataviz now? But yeah, I think that a lot of times, if I feel like I'm in a funk with a particular project, then yeah, yeah, if it's about a particular project, then I put it on hold and I work on something else and then come back to it. If in general I feel uninspired or in a funk, yeah, that's true. Like, after I finished the book and like turned it in, I felt quite lost. And I think when that happens, like, there's only really either like do a lot of soul searching. Like, I just think a lot about what it is I want to do. And once I feel like I want to, I feel like I'm really lucky to have the support network I do, like with my husband and my friends. And so once I feel like I'm at a place where I'm ready to talk about it, I kind of like, I talk about how I'm feeling with them, and then try to like talk through the funk that I'm in, or like, you know, any uncertainty that I'm feeling. Yeah, but I feel like, you know, I think it's not a bad thing to be in a place that's like, I don't feel inspired, because that means that that probably means that I'm like in a place that's like kind of stagnant, and that means I probably need to change things up and I need to go and find new inspirations. Yeah, I don't think I have a process. I think it's even just realizing that about yourself, I think is like a really good first step. That's actually like a very good first, like a very important first step, I think. Just even like realizing that like you're not feeling happy where you are. Yeah. Wow, that was deep. That's true. But then you can put a project on hold unless it's a client project and I have deadlines. Then I'm like working around the clock trying to meet those deadlines, especially if I procrastinated earlier. That's not good. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's a great thing to do. Impossible Fig. Finding an interesting side project. That would be great. Ooh, yeah. I like that. Idea of putting this on hold or having closure with current projects and moving on. Yeah, those are great points. Ooh, okay, so I think we now let's try and get back into this. I think we now can draw things. Almost. Ooh. So I think now that we have the radius, Let's go and bring some of these things back in. We're having such a great chat today. I'm trying to like balance our great chat with trying to get code done. Okay, so that one calculates the path data and how it should be colored. Great, great. Metadata for hovering. Okay, we want that. Awesome. And then we want to bring all of these things back in. And now, instead of, so now we can just have X, Y, and R. Then we want the pies shape, and then being able to hover and select for information. And then, was that everything we needed to bring back in? Ooh, we can do, what do we do with the previous dot? I don't think we need the force simulation anymore. Okay, let's just bring this in. All right, did that work? That did not work. All right, let's see why that didn't. Oh, because I need to flatten everything. Because it's right now still in an array of array. And we want, but I think we have all of the information we want. X, Y, R, hover, and ID. Okay, so now that we have that, let's flatten everything. And then maybe, whoa, you guys look! We have histograms! Yes, awesome. Okay, so I feel like this is so much cleaner looking. Ooh. Oh man, I'm glad that worked. Yay! Okay, so right now, the histogram, I want it to be spread out much more. So let's spread these out. And I think that's with thresholds. Yeah, we want to spread these out more. Also, I think I want like a secondary sorting of the colors. Okay, so, ooh, thank you, Mr. Ace. Ooh, and thanks, Hello Near This. I also take suggestions from chat. Oh, housekeeping I forgot about. So on Friday, we'll be working on my client project from Mozilla, and we're nearing a place where I have to write proposals. I think I need to figure out what I still need to do, but I might just be writing proposals on the stream. No, I think I'll end up, I think I have to, no, there's a few more things in the data I need to explore. And then after that, I need to write a proposal. And then I think by next week, I think we want to have a proposal ready. And then I think I'm going to have a few weeks off from that project and then hopefully come back for the second phase. Oh man. Imagine having to write on stream. That would be, yeah, that would not, I don't know if I would like that. Okay, let's figure out how to make more bins. Yeah, so that it's not so tall. Man, I did not expect that to work right away. I guess I always feel like I end up having troubles with histograms, so I thought that was gonna be harder, but I'm glad that worked out. Yeah, okay. So let's figure out how to make more bins. Domain. So I think that's what this threshold says. Okay. An array of values. Thresholds is specified. Sets the threshold generator to specific function or array. Not defined. Returns the current threshold generator. By default, the values to be bin must be numbers. Any value less than x0 be replaced. Wait, if a count is in spot. Ooh, okay. So I just want to pass in a count, and then it will be divided into approximately that number of bins. So let's try putting in like a different. Let's try putting in. Ooh. Okay, I can now delete this for simulation part. And let's try putting in, let's see. Bin generator dot thresholds. Let's try 40 and see what happens. Ooh. Do I like that? So actually, for the number of thresholds, I'm not going to reflect to that. I don't think it worked first try. Const threshold is equal to, let's say, width. What did I set my radius as? Okay. Margin.left. So I'm trying to calculate a good threshold count. And I think that might be good if I figure out the width that I have in my chart, and then divide it by the radius of my dots. Yeah. And then let's see how that looks. Whoa! Okay. Let's make that the upper bound then. Yeah. Let's call it min radius and max radius. Ooh, Cywork. Hello. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome in. Yeah, this is nitpicking time now. I agree. D3 is magic. Okay. Oh. I am not mad about this. Oh. Okay. So, yeah, of course, because it's the radius, and that's why there's still so much overlap. How do I feel about this overlap? Have I sighed a lot on this stream today? I don't know. How do I feel about this overlap? It makes it kind of hard to read, right? Overlap is not good. Hello, John Peter Croft. Welcome in. Thank you so much. Yeah, welcome in, everyone. Overlap is not good. Okay. What if, okay, hold on, hear this. What if I reduce the opacity on everyone? Would that make the overlap more okay? Bad ideas. Yeah. What if I did that? Where are my dots? Path. I set my opacity when I hover also. Create interactions. And I set it on the dots. Okay, fine, I agree. It is not good. Fine, I agree. Well, no, okay, hold on. No. How about if I do a fill opacity of... Am I just full of bad ideas right now? This is indeed nitpicking time. Ooh. Is this a bad idea? Hold on. Am I full of bad ideas right now? Is there a reason why I didn't stroke it? Put a stroke around it the first time? I can't remember. Oh. Okay. That's fair. I'll near this. Hiding data the pie chart represents, and so I see a loss of context. That's a very fair point. Thank you. Thank you for keeping me honest. In that case, I think I would rather do smaller radius. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Visually, I like it. I agree. I do like it visually, but thank you for keeping me honest. Hold on, near this. You're right. Okay, Gilliam is also right. The impression that the overlap is more important than the rest, and that's not true. It's fair. Chat, you are good. Looks too bulky. Ooh. John Peter Croft. Thank you for joining. Oh, I said that already. Explain a bit what you're currently doing. Yes, so I am currently trying to show voting problems on election day. Oh my god. It's been exactly 3 months since election day. Been working on this on and off for 3 months. Better late than never. So each of these dots represent a county, and they're colored by the type of voting problem that they encountered. And so these are all of the different voting problems. And then if you like hover over them, actually if you click on them, then you'll see the issues that they encountered. And actually I'm supposed to pull pad issues. Oh, affected all of Coleman County. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so I'm trying to see if there is... Ooh, the link has not updated correctly. So the goal is to be able to see if there's any sort of like... So kind of the shape of the voting problems relative to different demographic information like unemployment rate, percent of Black population for the county. I think I'm gonna swap out margin of victory with something else. I think maybe the something else was the median income. I don't know. And I had this idea that this was going to be kind of like a parallel coordinate where you can see if there's any patterns on like where of like, if more of the counties that are over here, like if more of them flow over here. Yeah, I wanted to see if there's any like relationship between the demographics data, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't think this is the best visualization I've made. Yeah. I feel like this is like forcing it a little bit. I think this particular one, I get the feeling that I've like kind of lost the initial goal of what I was trying to do with this particular data set. But I'm also at a point where I'm like, I think I just need to finish it. So yeah, I don't think it's the best. That's what I said at the beginning. It's not the best, but it will do. So let's make this smaller. I don't know, what do you all think? So the radius is mapped to the number of precincts within that county that was affected by this voting problem. But I'm like leaning towards just not having a radius mapped to anything. So that's an option. Also, I quite like this. These two that look like a snowman, I like it. Oh, thank you, John. I feel like yeah, totally understand. It totally makes sense if... I think I'm just not explaining it very well. That's fair. Packing a lot of information into a small space. I appreciate that. Thank you for making me feel better. Oh, cool. A lot of user testing and data gathering. Oh, Riso, thank you for the question. There is a hardcover version of the book. It is much more expensive, so we don't generally recommend it. And that one, the explanation was that it's more for archival purposes for libraries. Like the difference is literally like the paperback is I think $50 and the hardcover is like $130. I wish it was more affordable, but I think because we asked for like the best materials for the entire book, I can't fault the publisher for what they're charging. Actually, just very grateful that they worked with us on all of our asks because we had a lot of requests. We were so particular with the paper and like the feel of the paper. We were like so particular about like how we wanted like the edges to look. We were like we wanted we had asks about how the cover will feel, although we only chose the materials for the paper cover and we didn't choose the materials for the hardcover, so I don't actually know, but apparently they make the hardcover really extremely sturdy, so that it could be like it's for libraries. Um, yeah, paperback, the paperback version. There's a paperback and a hardcover. Oh, let me actually share this. Share. Enable link sharing. Oh, that's so weird. They should have... Really? Amazon Canada only has the Kindle version. That shouldn't be it. Is it .ca? Would it be .com? Sorry, .com.ca? This should be the Amazon version, right? I mean, Canada. Wow, words today. Oh no, it seems like there's paperback and hardcover. Oh, but I wonder if it automatically... I wonder if it automatically detects that I'm in the US, and maybe that's why. That's really weird. I wouldn't know anything about it because this would be through the publisher. If you don't mind reaching out to my publisher through either their Twitter or they have a contact form, I think. Wow, have I been spelling their name incorrectly? I think this one is the one. Oh, thank you so much, Jacob. Thank you so much, Hector. Thank you everyone that has bought it. Oh, so excited for you to get it. Let me... Yeah, I think either that or their Twitter, I think, is what they've said to contact. Sarah. I keep spelling their name incorrectly. Wait, okay, CRC Press, maybe? I think maybe if you tweet at CRC Press, then they might have... Yeah, then they might... No? Oh, okay. Jacob says, I see hardcover, I see what you saw. Oh, okay. I am glad that was a false alarm. I was like, no! Thank you so much for helping, Jacob. Oh my gosh, Anna Codes, welcome back in. It's been ages indeed. I'm so happy that you're here. Oh man. Oh, so happy. Oh, hello, Newthis. Thank you so much for checking via VPN. Oh, okay. So for my clients, I always ask them if they're okay with me streaming. And so a lot of clients, most clients will say they're not okay with me streaming. So I either ask whether they're okay with me streaming publicly or via like a subs only stream, or they're just not okay with me streaming. And a lot of them are just not okay with me streaming because it's their kind of like either it's their own private like business data set, like, you know, so they don't want that being shared, or if it's like more journalism. So recently I did one with like Scientific American, and they didn't want me streaming that because I think for journalism they care a lot about, you know, having the story advantage, or like breaking a story and stuff, and so they don't want that being public anywhere until it's being published. So a lot of times I'm not allowed to stream it. The Mozilla one is really cool because they've already announced that the product that I'm working with them on, or helping with, I'm like helping them on a part of that product. So because they've already announced it, they were okay with me kind of like publicly sharing it, even though like the part of the product that I'm helping with is not public yet. I think it might be the like more the open source ethos of Mozilla, and they were like really excited about the streaming. I hope you're well too, Anna. Yeah, so I'm back at this time, the Wednesday, Friday, 2 p.m. So hopefully that makes it easier. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so glad that last Friday was cool. The Helen Yurthis says, "Hi, hubby. Doing kitchen stuff as 2 hours is almost up." I wonder what he's doing right now. I think he's getting a snack. Oh yeah, he's getting a snack. Oh, is he getting a snack from me too? Thank you so much. It was not cereal actually, Impossible Fig. It's this like Japanese snack. It's like crackers. Right? I don't know if you can see this. It's like little crackers. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, rice crackers. Ooh, Nerdy Curious, welcome back in. Yes, rice crackers.
That I was not working on a complete data set, and I need to import like 3 times as much data.
Oh no, husband is a data analyst. Ooh, chat says, ooh, rice crackers. Nom yum. Good luck. Bye-bye. Okay. I think I procrastinated a lot today. But we did get to where we wanted to. Why am I not happy about where we got to? Why is this something that happens? I wonder. Ooh, Nerdy Curious. Thank you so much for hosting. Why am I think this means that I'm like in general not happy with this visualization. Okay, no. I think it's doing a decent job. Yeah. I just need to update the axes a little bit. Oh, and I'm not supposed to have the opacity. So let me take the opacity back out. You know what? It's not bad. How many times have I said that on the stream? It's not bad. It's not the best, but it will do. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to do was yeah. I think you hit the nail on the head, Gilliam. It's because the conclusion is non-obvious. Like there isn't any sort of like, I don't think it's making anything clear. And again, I said this I think in a previous stream, but I think the problem was that I did not do a good job exploring the data beforehand and like understanding. Like I think the best approach is to like understand the data better and like try to extract something interesting from the data first in the exploration phase, and then base the design around that. But I think I was like in retrospect I shouldn't have been, but I think I was in like a hurry and was like I got this, and I came up with these visualizations that I don't think it's showing me anything. Yeah, I think you're right, Gilliam. I think that's the frustration. Oh, thank you, Helen Earless. This got to a good place. The data story is improved as it's easier to read. That's true. You're right. And I think it might just be maybe I'll be able to actually, I don't think the number of precincts affected is as important as being able to see the number of different voting problem types. So I think what should happen is I think I'm going to make everything the same radius and then sort based on the voting type. Yeah, sort vertically based on the voting type. I think that's what we should do. Can I do that quickly? I don't know. Let's try. Let's see how much we get to. Okay. I think we can do it relatively quickly because I think we do have these type IDs. So we can sort based on this. Yes, I believe so. Okay. Let's try this. Okay, we can do this. Let's see. Pies. Data type. All right, so let's make the radius all the same. So let's take out this radius scale. Oh no, hold on. Excuse me. Oh. Ooh, hello near this. That's right. Wait, hold on. You shared? Sorry, I'm just so bad at Twitter or emails and all methods of communication these days, actually. I'm sorry. But I feel like you shared. Did you share the latest version of your color palette picker? Where and it was already starting, and that version we can train. Oh, thank you. Helen, near this, would you mind sharing that on Friday so we can take a look at it again? 2020 was crazy. Wait, what's the context of that? I don't think it's a big pivot. I think it's... Yes, share it on Friday when we have a bit more time to go into it. So radius is let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's make it 5. And then here dots. Where am I? Where's my sorting? Ah, there we go. Okay, so okay, let's sort by color. So I need d.types and whatever is okay. So what we want to do is sort by the largest voting problem type. So let's try first console.log d.types. Is that already sorted? No, it is not. Okay, so let's sort. Type IDs. Was it type IDs? Ooh, thank you. Thank you so much, Rachel. Is it party? Let's see. Okay, let me finish what I'm currently doing and then we can get back to the chat. I think we should be able to do this And then I think that, yeah, I think if we do it this way, did we make it? Ooh. Jay Moore, welcome back and thank you so much for subscribing. Rachel, thank you. Early party bits for the book. Yay. Oh man, I'm so excited for, oh wow. Oh, I'm also so nervous about setting up OBS for the celebration stream on Tuesday, because I have Nadi on, and then we're having 2 more guests on. So I just hope I don't screw up my OBS settings. I'm like weirdly stressed about it, and I feel like I feel like I should like maybe hire someone to help me. I don't know. Anyways, that's it. Neither here nor there. That type top. Ooh. Why is it not why is it still overlapping? Oh, I think I know why. Because the count I give is like an approximate. Like they'll try to have that many bins, but D3 will like take some liberties with it, and that's why there's overlap. So that's why this one doesn't look that great. But this is interesting though. I think that even within the same number, I should also sort by the percent. Yeah, this percent pie chart. This is so interesting. Actually, I feel like this is more interesting. So I wonder what we can. Is what I'm ultimately looking for basically like a stacked bar chart out of 100? No, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay. No, that's not what I'm looking for. What's purple again? I can't remember. Voter intimidation. I wonder if that's something too. Where the voter intimidation happened. Okay, so I think there's actually something here. I think we're now headed in a better direction. So dots vertically by color and percent of that color. Okay, so I think we landed at a decent spot. Sorry. We turned it into a histogram layout. We sorted by second time by percent of that color. We sorted by color. So that's only 2 things. But that's okay because we had great conversations. So I reshared it. If any of you are interested in taking a look. I don't know how to fix this overlap. At least not today. Wait, hold on. Let me close this curtain a little bit. Okay. And then we can catch up on the chat. And we're probably going to wrap up for the day. Hi, May Ito Care. May Ito Care, hello. And hello, welcome in for Sami Mohammed. Ooh, welcome into both of you. Since I'm new here, I want to learn. Yeah, this is, I'm wrapping up today's session on a visualization of election day voting problems. Ooh, great summary. Correlation between these problems, if there is a correlation between these problems and socioeconomic categories. I think there is. Actually, I feel like the part next time when we come back to this, I think the part to highlight is the fact that this is currently way too not obvious, but this dot on this arrow is the national median for the unemployment rate, and this is the median for the counties with voting problems. So it is saying that basically the counties with voting problems had a higher median unemployment rate, and same, they had a higher median percent Black population. And I guess this I'm not 100% sure how to. So this is median margin of victory leans, I guess, more Republican, and then in this data set it's more Democrat leaning counties, which I guess also makes sense. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep this margin of victory, or I think I'm gonna shift to median income. So actually, this visualization, this data set is actually telling us very interesting things, and I think I just need to highlight it better. And actually, I think that maybe it's okay that you can't get anything right away out of this particular part of the chart, but maybe the chart is more for us to see. Maybe it's more for us to see the spread of the different types of voting problems. So maybe that's okay. Okay, I'm feeling better. That was like quite a pivot in 20 minutes or 15 minutes. I think 15 minutes. Okay, I think I'm feeling better. Thanks for helping me get to this point. Ooh. Yeah, well, and because I'm celebrating the book. Yes, a book launch. Thank you so much. It will be, so we'll have Alberto Cairo on first. So first 30 minutes will be just me and Nadi, then and then 30 minutes with Alberto Cairo, and then 30 minutes with Tamara Monsnar. And we also debated whether we should have both of them on at the same time for an hour, but then we thought that it might be nice to kind of get them individually. It will be like a mini podcast. Speaking of which, I do want to start a podcast. I mentioned that before. Dataviz bowl. Thank you for resharing the URL. There's a dot. Yeah, I think main thing is that I need to make this much more obvious. What is the national median, and then what is the data set median? So there is something. Yeah. Okay, no, I do not need the national IQR. I need to make difference between national median and data set median much more obvious. That's the main story. Yeah, I think so. That's the story. I'm going to place an arrow pointed to these dots. Like, you mean these dots? Maybe. I need to reconsider this axis. I'm trying to use these freaking arrows as much as I can, because I spent a whole 2 or 3 hours on stream trying to figure it out. That was a painful one, trying to figure this out. I will use arrows wherever I can. Ooh, yeah. So I think brief brief for the podcast. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I want to call it a behind the scenes look, and then interview people whose work I really admire, and kind of ask about how what their process is and like how they got to where they currently are creating what they are. So that's the idea. Hoping to start organizing it after this book launches. So hopefully I want to start organizing it like the last 2 weeks of February. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. Oh, really? What? Ooh, thank you, Jerry Moore. I'm so confused by the Nova Glows question. Gilliam, I actually always thought that you were a data person, but like has a lot of like security knowledge, like a lot of like web infosec knowledge. I did not know that you're a non-data person. I wonder why does median confuse you though? But yeah, so that was today. Thanks for joining. For a recap, what did we do today? So we turned the previously much messier bee swarm-like chart I had to this version with a histogram instead. And I actually quite like it because I think it's much more orderly and much easier to see the shape of the data. And we tried a first attempt at sorting the dots by color, and then I'll probably make a second attempt at sorting it by like the percent of the type of problem within each color. So yeah, pretty happy with today's progress. The mode of my median, what? Oh, it is different from average. Yes, that is true. Mean and median is different. Got it. Thanks for explaining, Jacob. Well, welcome in, Novaglow. Yes, my name is Shirley. Although, with the state of JavaScript and Python and everything the way it is, I would not be surprised if Shirley is a library somewhere, just like how Julia is a library for visualization. Would not be surprised. So this is the end of today's stream. If not this week, maybe next week. Yes. So for everyone new, thanks for joining today. I hope you'll stick around for streams on Friday and next Wednesday as well. Gilliam has just shared my stream schedule, and for everybody that is my regulars, thank you for coming back every single time, and I will see you all on Friday to keep working on my Mozilla client project. Thank you so much. See you all soon. Bye bye.